let's go through the top 3 pals to collect in Palworld that are going to kickstart your adventure. We're actually going to split this into 2 categories, so there will in fact be 6 pals, but it's going to be 3 for looking after your base and 3 for going out and adventuring with. Starting with the base pals then, we're going to start out with the little monkey boy. This is Tansy, not a bad little monkey if I do say so myself. And the reason we want Tansy in our bases is because of the work suitability skills that it has. It has a large amount of level 1 skills that it can do. Transporting is going to allow it to carry loot to your boxes. Gathering is going to allow it to do the farming. Planting is also going to allow it to plant flowers. Handiwork means it will help you with building, and lumbering will mean it cuts down trees when it doesn't have anything else to do. All in all, a very flexible little pal that covers lots of tasks whilst you are still early in your base building. To cover its gaps then, we have a couple of pals that we want to get hold of, and the next good one is going to be Pen Gullet. Now, if you want to know where to get some of these pals, we are going to go over that very shortly, but let's just get through this so that we know what we want. The reason we want Pen Gullet is because it has watering. You could use other pals as well, but this is one of the few, and especially early on in the game, that you can get that not only has watering, but also cooling, handiwork, and transport. So not only is this going to water your crops, it's also going to help you out in terms of making sure that items are getting put into storage, and it's also going to help you out with building because it has the handiwork suitability. That leaves us with 1 role left to fill in the early game, and that is mining, and we are going to use Tombat for this. So Tombat has gathering and transporting, which actually means that it can put stuff away into your chests itself and will break down and gather up to iron ore, which is why you can see in my base we have lots of ore all around, and the pals are just busy putting it all away as I use the Tombats to make sure that we are efficiently gathering all of the iron. And between the pals that we have in here, they are in fact feeding themselves. And a good thing about wanting all 3 of these pals is that we can actually catch them all in the same place. All we need to do is reach the fort ruins fast travel point just here. If you think about, you start out just at the plateau of beginnings and make your way down. You'll head north a little bit. You've obviously got the big hill where Chillette lives, but just follow the little stream until you reach the fort ruins where you'll see the beach. Tansy should be almost immediately apparent. And if you just follow it up to the beach, you will also find Pen Gullet, as you can see right here. That leaves us with Tombat, which is also easy to find. All you need to do is wait until it's nighttime, fast travel to the fast travel point, and there are 2 that spawn directly at the fast travel point, allowing you to get it very easily. That brings us on to the adventure pets, and I think that's the best way to name these. Firstly, I guess everybody wants to know about the combat pet, Fox Sparks. I'm not even going to tell you where to get this because everybody should go past this right at the very beginning of the game. They are pretty plentiful. If you want an upgrade to the Fox though, the Quillette boss, if you catch this, that is actually a significant upgrade in power, so not too shabby in regard to that. Next up then is the Nightwing. That's because we are able to get a saddle for this, which means we are able to fly around and get around the map much easier, which is just incredibly useful. The final one that I want to mention then is the overpowered one, and it's not just because it does good damage, but it's also because of the amount of control it gives us when it comes to trying to catch pals. To demonstrate what I mean why Liftmonk is so overpowered, let's go ahead and use its special ability, which we'd get by unlocking its harness. The thing that makes this so good is we now have direct control over its attacks. So we can get a couple of bursts out here. I'm not even using my bow, right? But the good thing about it is we can stop now and immediately throw out the ball to have control over the damage. We can obviously increase the damage by using a ranged weapon ourselves, or we can use it as a very nice controlled ally when we want to catch other pals. Liftmonk is also available on the exact same beach the previous pals, and Nightwing is available across a lot of the area that is just after the grassy behemoth hills. I hope this video has helped you out, and I hope to see you all again in Palworld.